Tonight, minor reshuffle in Tinubu's cabinet removes coordinating Minister of Economy. Federal government files 13-count charge against top-ranking government military officers. Plus, Nigerian Medical Association raises alarm over emergence of unrecognized troop. Welcome to River State, the treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take it to greater heights. It is a task we must accomplish. Rstv News is live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at RSTVPH. Subscribe, click on that notification bell so you get live feeds from the studios. My name is Obubele Barapaka and I welcome you to the World News. River State Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Odo has shared the inspiring story of how female students first gained access to A-level education at the Baptist High School, describing the experience as a groundbreaking moment in the history of education in River State. Professor Odo shared the story during the program for reunion, award ceremony, and the inauguration of newly elected executives of Baptist High School, Port Harcourt All Students Association, at the Lassian Pavilion in Port Harcourt on Saturday, the 18th of April 2026. Mavis Vector has the details.
Professor Odo recalled that in 1971, A-level programs were available in Lagos, the western and midwestern states, and parts of the eastern region, but opportunities for girls were limited in River State, noting that after discussions with the then Commissioner for Education, approval was secured for girls to be admitted into Baptist High School for A-levels. According to the Deputy Governor, in 1972, about 14 young women enrolled in the program, becoming pioneers of female advanced education in the school, stressing that amongst them were notable personalities, including Boma Bromilo Jack, who later became a minister in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. She fondly remembered the unity and camaraderie that existed amongst the students, highlighting their participation in sports. The Deputy Governor underscored the broader role of alumni associations in supporting the growth and development of educational institutions, expressing hope that Baptist High School would become a shining example of what committed alumni engagement can achieve, and congratulated the new leadership.
There may be a difference. Our previous president has added we should lift the bar according to Professor John Barida. He said he would raise the bar. So you raise the bar, I will be there behind you. Work as a team, write your names in the legacies of Baptist High School. That you look back in decades to say, I made the school proud as a member of the Alumni Association. Bearing in mind that alumni associations develop schools, they develop institutions, let this be a good example and a good legacy. I congratulate all of you, and I look forward to seeing a brighter, a more beautiful, and wonderful Baptist High School.
In his address, the chairman of the organizing committee, Dr. Emi Membre Otaji, described the poor state of the school, noting that over the years, the Baptist Convention has done little or nothing to improve it, except for interventions by well-meaning individuals. Mavis Victor, Rstv News.
Ogbako Ikwere, the apex socio-cultural organization in Ikwere land, has condemned in strong terms the illegal occupation of their forests by bandits and the incessant kidnapping of members of some communities, including Ipo, Iguruta, Omagwa, Omademe, Obakari, Emohwa, and Elele, amongst others. President General of the body, Eze Gotspa Onwekwa, made the remarks while briefing newsmen in Port Harcourt. Namdo Limini takes it from here.
Eze Onwekwa said the bandits armed with sophisticated weapons have made life unbearable for their people, bringing to a halt economic and farming activities, noting that more disturbing is the fact that these communities constitute the host communities of the international airport, with international and local visitors. He said their women are raped in the farms and killed, while one Mr. Ago was earlier kidnapped in his cucumber farm in Omunweye Guruta and released near the airport after a huge ransom was paid. According to him, the nefarious activities of the bandits must be brought to book as they will no longer fold their arms while criminal elements turn their land to a theater of fear and lawlessness. He further said the Ikwere ethnic nationality frowns at the brazen assault on their peace and security, as whatever happens will reflect on the people and bring them to bad light before the nation and international community as a result of their proximity to the international airport.
I would like to mention specifically that on the 8th of April 2026, these bandits unleashed their own venom over the Igbo community, in which a couple was kidnapped. Efforts by the local vigilante husband to restore the abducted couples was unsuccessful, as the bandits, numbering over 200, overpowered the local vigilante through its superior firepower.
The president of Bako Ikwere Cultural Organization called on federal, Rivers State government and security agencies to dislodge the bandits that have infiltrated Ipo and Iguruta Forest and the Port Harcourt Airport environs. He also appealed for the unconditional release of the kidnapped indigenes of Ipo community and restore full security across Ikwere communities through sustained surveillance and intelligence-driven operations. According to him, the rate of insecurity in Ikwere land is unacceptable and called on sons and daughters of the area in position of trust and responsibility to also come to their aid.
Our Ikwere Cultural Organization worldwide stands in solidarity with the families of those that were adopted, particularly men at Igbo community. We urge all Ikwere sons and daughters at home and in diaspora to remain calm and law-abiding. We also call on the vigilante in the whole Ikwere, including MOA, to cooperate with the lawful authorities, particularly the army, the police, as we demand justice and safety for our land.
Nnamdi Olimini, Rstv News.
Problems in homes, in particular, and Nigeria in general, can be solved if women rise up to their responsibility as carriers of hope. This was the position of the chairperson of the Women Wing of Rivers State Chapter of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, Pastor Alaleba Dagogo Jack, during a prayer quake held at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Rumo Biakane, Port Harcourt. Justice Ihumo has more.
Speaking on the theme of the program, Carriers of Hope, she noted that women bring hope in times of despair, adding that every woman must strive to be carriers of godliness and light for better homes and country. Citing the examples of Ruth and Deborah in the Bible, Mrs. Dagogo Jack pointed out that they displayed love, compassion, courage, and hope, which women must emulate.
When a pregnant woman wants to eat this, the church said that this is the food I want to eat. If you like, go and give one cow. The pregnant woman will not be interested. That is the connection, the connectivity of life. The women have a special place in the heart of God. We are carriers of life.
According to her, God is waiting for women to lift up the hands of pastors and play their critical role in the societal transformation and development.
We are ambassadors of Jesus Christ. We are carrying Jesus to everywhere. Anywhere you find yourself, know that you are carrying Jesus.
In a sermon, Pastor Mrs. Adaku Okolo, represented by Pastor Aluya Ifoma, emphasized on the role of women as hope carriers, adding that sin can diminish or destroy such virtue in them. There were also talks on motherhood by Pastor Mrs. Midukbe Oni, motherly blessings by Mommy Mercy Iwo, and mental health by Reverend Mrs. Deborah Membre.
Carriers of hope, motherly blessing, blessing that they can pronounce upon their children, that will live with them on and on for generations.
A mother is the truest friend we have. In fact, motherhood is near to divinity. It is the highest, holiest service to be assumed by mankind.
Have enough sleep. It puts you together. It gives you a good mood. Sometimes you get irritated with your children. Sometimes you get so irritated with your husband. It's because you lack rest.
Prayers centered on thanksgiving and sanctification, light of God, prayer for youths and children, and against patterns and causes in families, sicknesses and diseases, as well as against the enemies of Nigeria and peace of the country. The atmosphere was also charged with praise and worship, as well as choir ministration. Justice Ihu, Rstv News.
From the center, Abuja, President Bola Tinubu has approved a minor reshuffle of the Federal Executive Council, removing the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edu, and the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, from their cabinet positions. A statement on Tuesday by the Special Advisor, Media and Publicity to the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Yomi Odunuga, said the development was contained in a memo signed by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume. According to the memo, Taiwo Oyedele has been appointed as new Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy. Also appointed is Dr. Mutaka Dharma as Minister Designate for Housing and Urban Development. The memo directed the outgoing ministers to complete handover processes to their respective successors or supervising officials. It directed all handing over and taking over activities must be concluded on or before the close of business on Thursday, 23 April 2026. The federal government has filed a 13-count charge before the Federal High Court in Abuja against 6 individuals, including 2 retired senior military officers and a serving police inspector, over an alleged plot to wage war against Nigeria and commit acts of terrorism. The defendants, retired Major General Mohammed Ghana, retired Naval Captain Erasmus Victor, Inspector Ahmed Ibrahim, Zekeri Umoru, Bukar Goni, and Abdul Qadir Sani, are scheduled to be arraigned on Wednesday, 22 April, before Justice Joyce Abdul Malik. Also listed in the charge, but said to be at large, is a former Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timipre Silva. The charge, filed by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and signed by the Director of Public Prosecutions, Rotimi Oyedepo, a senior advocate of Nigeria, accused the defendants of offenses ranging from treason and terrorism to failure to disclose security intelligence and money laundering linked to terrorism financing. The prosecution alleged that the defendants conspired in 2025 to levy war against the state to overpower the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, an offense punishable under Section 37, subsection 2 of the Criminal Code. The federal government further alleged that the defendants had prior knowledge of a planned treasonable act involving one Colonel Mohammed Al-Hassan Ma'aji and others, but failed to alert authorities. This is River State, the treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take it to greater heights. It is a task we must accomplish. Watch us live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at RSTVPH. Subscribe. Click that little bell so you receive us as we are here in the studios. Coming up, Chadian authorities offer to send troops to Haiti to curb escalating gang violence. And in sports, Nigeria's Super Falcons plunged to 36th place in latest FIFA rankings. Don't change the dial till we return with more reports.
Rstv, poised to make the difference.
Forever with the Lord. With absolute faith in the will of the Almighty God, the Da Tobin Obene Daki Tolumare Membre Bricks, Daye Selema Young Bricks, Alabo Wenike Young Bricks, Alabo Olulu Young Bricks, Aya Ine Kalaware Boko Young Bricks, Aya Ine Egberi Young Bricks, Aya Ine Aboirima Young Bricks, Princess Abeba Awu Bob Manuel families of Abonima in Akutoru local government area of Rivers State, Sir Francis Bibi Nokoba Wokoma and Aya Ine Ekineta John Hosford families of Buguma in Asaritoru local government area of Rivers State, Nwadike Okonya Umumu family of Umuonisa Kindred in Umua Joma community of Oguta in Oguta local government area of Imo State, announce the passing to eternal glory of their very beloved son, husband, father, grandfather, brother, uncle, in-law, Alabo Sir Monima Christy Tobin Daki Tolumare Membre Bricks, also known as Sir Ikulele, which sad event occurred on the 31st July 2025. He was aged 90. Burial arrangements: Monday, April 20 to Thursday, April 23, 2026, 6 a.m. Igirasera traditional procession. Wednesday, April 22, 2026, 3 to 6 p.m. Service of songs, night of tributes and candlelight procession at the St. Paul's Iyemoni Lutheran Cathedral, Abonima. Friday, April 24, 12 noon. Homecoming. Body leaves ashes to ashes mortuary en route to Abonima. 2 p.m. Body received by the Abonima Council of Chiefs and Traditional Rulers. 7 p.m. to midnight. Funeral orchestra at the St. Paul's Iyemoni Lutheran Cathedral, Abonima. Midnight to 4 a.m. Traditional wake at Onubio Bricks compound. Saturday, April 25, 2026, 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Funeral service at the St. Paul's Iyemoni Lutheran Cathedral, Abonima. Thereafter, interment. Reception follows immediately at Onubio Bricks compound, Abonima. Monday, April 27 to Thursday, May 1, 2026, 6 a.m. Okrofari. Saturday, May 2, 2026, 8 a.m. Amaboro Cultural Procession, 4 p.m. Area Seke. Sunday, 3rd May, 2026, 10 a.m. Thanksgiving service at the St. Paul's Iyemoni Lutheran Cathedral, Abonima. Sir Ikulele, the music master, Deinamu. Announcers: Opuda Oruwari, Alabo Barrister Lumo Lulu Bricks, Inikiruari, the 6th of Kalabari, Poloyanabo and Paramount ruler of Bricks Oruwari House, Da Membre, Alabo Da Telema Membre, Professor Tobinson Alasin Bricks, Engineer Adokia Zubike Bricks, Alabo Ibubeleye Oyoloko Bricks, and Alabo Dr. Ammonia Olulu Bricks, Chief Mourner for the families.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertainment.
It's a pleasure to have you back on the news. The Nigerian Medical Association has alerted security agencies of what it described as an illegal attempt by a group of individuals to convene an emergency delegates meeting outside the association's constitutional framework. In a statement issued on Tuesday, National Publicity Secretary of the association, Dr. Mana Bature, said the National Officers Committee had become aware of unauthorized activities by people allegedly parading themselves as members of the body. Bature said the group was attempting to organize what it termed an emergency delegates meeting, a move the association insisted had not been approved by any of its recognized organs. The NMA stressed that its constitution does not empower any individual or group to unilaterally summon such a meeting, describing the move as a clear violation of its established procedures. Declaring the planned gathering unlawful, the association urged all members across the country to disregard it. Now to foreign reports. As gang violence continues to plague Haiti, Chad is doing what it can to help. Chadian President Mahamat Idris Deby announced his country will send 1,500 troops to Haiti as part of the UN-backed security force. Deby stated that Chad frequently participated in international coalitions and peacekeeping endeavors, citing operations against the military or the militant group Boko Haram. Launched 3 years ago, the Gang Suppression Force is a multinational security force that aims to help Haitian police tackle gangs. It replaced a previous multinational mission headed by Kenya and seeks to increase the number to 5,500 security personnel. Haiti has been in the grips of gang violence for years, with the population facing killings, rapes, and kidnappings. Gangs control almost all of the capital, Port-au-Prince, and have expanded their reach beyond the city over the course of the past year. The violence has also worsened humanitarian conditions in Haiti, which is the poorest country in the Americas. Now, sports. Team Nigeria's preparations for the 2026 World Relays Championship have gathered momentum with the opening of a week-long training camp in Lagos on Monday. The Athletics Federation of Nigeria confirmed that its technical director, Gabriel Okon, will supervise the camping program ahead of the global event scheduled to hold in Gaborone, Botswana on 2 and 3 May. A strong contingent of home-based athletes has been invited to camp, with competitors drawn from the men's and women's 4x100 and 4x400 meters relay teams. The AFN disclosed that foreign-based athletes will link up with the team directly in Gaborone as Nigeria intensifies its quest for a strong showing at the World Relays. Now, Nigeria's Super Falcons have risen to one place to 36th in the latest FIFA Women's World Ranking, maintaining its position as the top-ranked team in Africa. The ranking released on Tuesday shows a modest improvement from the 37th position the team occupied in the December 2025 ranking. The ranking also reflects two pre-WAFCON friendlies against Cameroon, in which it first lost 1-0 in February, followed by a 3-1 victory in March 2026. The win moved the team up by 3.35 points to 1,602 in April, although still 5 points short of the 1,600 recorded in December 2025. Behind the Falcons in Africa are South Africa, Ghana, and Morocco, which are ranked 58th, 59th, and 62nd globally. Globally, Spain maintained first position, followed by the USA, England, Germany, and Japan. Before we take our leave, let's remind you again that Rivers State is the treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take it to greater heights. It is a task we must accomplish. Watch the news live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at RSTVPH. Click the notification bell so you receive live feeds from the studios. A reminder now of the major reports. President Bola Tinubu has approved a minor reshuffle of the Federal Executive Council, removing the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, and the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, from their cabinet positions. The federal government has filed a 13-count charge before the Federal High Court in Abuja against 6 individuals, including 2 retired senior military officers and a serving police inspector, over an alleged plot to wage war against Nigeria and commit acts of terrorism. We had reported that the Nigerian Medical Association has alerted security agencies to what it described as an illegal attempt by a group of individuals to convene an emergency delegates meeting outside the association's constitutional framework. Thanks for being a part of it from start to finish. Good night.
Something great and mighty is about to happen in the city of Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is about to experience it like never before. Port Harcourt, you're about to feel the power of the Holy Ghost like never before. Rivers State, you're about to feel the supernatural like never before. Wow, it is emergency demand, urgent response. Wow, we're going to be having Apostle Warrant Hunter, one of the associates and one of the kind of Rehabonki, with the landing Rivers State, Port Harcourt, Nigeria.
In the beginning beginning was the Word, and the Word was with
Country people, I greet on a good evening. My name na Joy Edmond. Na me dey bring on a tori as e happen today. President Bola Tinubu don comot 2 people from office. Say he don change their position, seat wey he give them. He don remove am. The person wey comot na Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister for this our country, wey im name na Wale Edun. Another person wey comot for office too na person wey dey take care of housing and urban development, wey im name na Ahmed Dongiwa. According to statement wey person wey dey in charge of media and publicity for our secretary of this government come talk say the statement, this announcement na the way person wey dey control the secretary, person wey dey write to the secretary for this our country, wey be George Akume, person wey dey write to am for am na the person wey make this declaration, wey make this announcement, say na so George Akume bin talk am. According to the memo wey dem sign, e say dem remove dem because dem don bring new people wey go sit down for that seat. The new person wey dem bring na Taiwo Oyedele. Na him be one person wey dem appoint wey go take over the seat of the finance minister wey dem comot for office. The other person too wey dem appoint na Dr. Moktaga Dama. Na person wey go dey control anything wey concern housing and urban development. According to this story wey we hear, dem say the person wey dey comot don complete im ten ure, say make him hand over. Dem don give am authority, say make him hand over everything wey dey for im office to this new person wey dem appoint. The same thing wey dem tell the person wey go take charge of housing and urban development, make dem carry everything wey dey for their office give the new person wey dey come take over office, make everything dey waka well for our country. Another tori wey we get for una today na say federal government don carry 13-count charge carry go high court for Abuja, say against 6 people wey from this country, wey from military, some na army, some na police. Say wetin dem do for we country na bad thing. Say dem wan take over power by force, which our country dey see am as terrorism, wey be offence for Nigeria. According to them, the tori wey reach our desk, dem say the person dem wey this matter concern na Major General Mohammed Ghana, retired naval captain Erasmus Victor, Inspector Ahmed Ibrahim, Zekirwa Umaru, Daka Goni, and Abubakar Sani. Another person too wey this matter concern na person wey dey take charge of Ministry of State for Petroleum Resources, wey be Timi Silva. Dem say until now, say dem still dey look for am. Dem never carry eye see am. According to this file, according to this story, dem say na Attorney General of our federation na im sign this paper wey dem carry this matter go court, high court. Dem say na plenty charge na dem give dem, which according to the report say na charge wey concern treason, terrorism, then disclosure of classified information, something wey concern security wey dem no suppose talk out, dem go expose am. Say that one sef no offence. Another offence wey dem commit na something wey concern money laundering and terrorism financing. Na so oyibo people talk am. Say wey dem carry money dey go another country go keep, and plenty offence dem wey dem commit, na wetin make dem carry dem go court. Dem say na tomorrow wey these people go appear for court for the front of Justice Joyce Abdullah Malik. Na so the tori wey we get for na today take be. tomorrow na another day another person go come give una tori. From now make una dey watch Rstv, even for Facebook we dey, for YouTube we dey Rstv Port Harcourt, for Instagram we dey at Rstv Port Harcourt. If you wan email Rstv too, you go fit email us through